This is Dakota News Now, your first alert station.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sam Wright.
I'm John Gaskins. There will be no state help to expand access to free lunches in South Dakota's public schools this year. A bipartisan bill aimed at providing free lunches to kids currently available for reduced lunches failed in a House committee today by a vote of just 8-7. We have reaction from both sides, starting with its sponsor in tonight's top story at 6:30.
It is my belief personally that because children are in the care of the government while they are attending public schools, the government should be responsible for meeting their basic needs, one of which is food.
The bill from Sioux Falls Democrat Caden Whitman is a scaled-down version of a similar proposal last year. Unlike last session, Whitman gained almost enough bipartisan steam to get this bill to the floor. The only opponent testimony came from the South Dakota Bureau of Finance and Management.
We could vote with our hearts. I know we'd all vote to support feeding our children. However, as we all know, there's a cost to these programs and proposals at the end of the day.
The bill came with a price of $600,000, which some opponents found fiscally irresponsible.
I don't think it's the state's obligation to try to shore up something that the federal government's got in place.
Sioux Falls School District Child Nutrition Coordinator Gay Anderson says $600,000 is a small amount to cover for something as critical as feeding students.
And this situation, these reduced kids, by covering what their meal costs would be, it would be a significant factor for their families to be able to not have to worry about that.
Anderson says kids are not going to be well educated if they sit in class hungry every day.
Thinking about, well, I'm not going to have lunch today because I want to help my mom and dad with maybe that 40-cent charge or 30-cent charge. And we do have kids that make those decisions.
Without state relief, the district is relying on private donations this year to cover for reduced lunch families who aren't paying their bills. But Anderson says that model is not sustainable.
I don't believe in fundraising private dollars for public schools, especially not, to pay off these public school lunch debts like we were talking about this morning. So I think that the conversation just needs to continue honing in on what is the role of government and what is the role of government in providing for kids in schools.
Now, Whitman will not seek a smokeout, which is her maneuver to have the bill debated on the floor despite its defeat in committee. However, she will continue to reach out to lawmakers in rural areas because Whitman believes this is not just a Sioux Falls and Rapid City problem.